Early 6 a.m. start today. The reason why I woke up at 6 a.m. is because there's a shift going at uni, and basically I put my availability down. But they hadn't confirmed the shift yet. And because I am in need of some money and some work, I was keen to be able to work the shift, but they didn't confirm it. So I thought, and it starts at 8:30. So I thought if I go into uni, because like I had sent an email, but they hadn't responded, and I knew that by the time they responded, it would be too late. So I went into uni in the hopes that if I presented myself before them and they saw that I was there already, they might be more willing to take me on. So I done that, and I kind of had this thought that like, even if it doesn't work out, it will still be good because I would have just woken up earlier and been able to get on with my day, because I'm not too pleased at the moment with waking up at like 8 o'clock, because it's like sometimes I wake up at 8 o'clock, but it's like because I wake up at 8 o'clock, I'm not motivated to get on with my day, if that makes sense. So like I'll wake up, but then like I'll be slow in getting out, because like it doesn't matter, because 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock is kind of the same thing. And sometimes I wake up at like 9:45 and like, you know, but like obviously if I wake up at 6 a.m. then like the day is so fresh and new, so like I'm more excited to get out, if that makes sense. September is coming, there's a smell of September in the air. Sorry, that's me being poetic. And when September comes, I want to have like an early morning productive routine. I want to enjoy it because I enjoy the mornings a lot. So I thought this would be a good chance for me to get up, like get used to that pattern, even though I might not get the shift. So it's a win-win situation for me. So I went in, you know, the sun is like kind of just risen, so it's like still golden and brown, and the air is cooler and the air is fresher. The morning air, people who know will know. And like the sun's more golden, and when you get on the train, like the train is busy and packed, and like it's rush hour and everyone's going to work. And obviously it's not a nice vibe when you're coming home from work and you're busy and you're tired and you're busy. But when you're going to like in the morning and it's cold and, you know, everyone comes on the train, like it's a nice kind of vibe. Maybe you don't think so, but I think so. Got to uni, it was 7:45. It was too early because I knew that the people who I want to go speak to, that like they don't start working until 8. So I sat down on this bench, taking advantage of the cooler air and cooler sun that I wouldn't normally be able to do, because like my laptop would overheat. And I just sat outside and I worked on my project for about 15 minutes. I have to go quick because my phone doesn't have much storage. And I worked on my project for about 15 minutes, just passing by the time. I loved it, by the way. It was so much better than coming into uni at like 10 and it's so hot and you're sweating and it's, oh my God. Done that, and then I got an email saying that when 8 o'clock came, I got an email saying that, look, we don't need anyone. I was like, okay, cool, win-win. So I just went to gym, I done my workout. As I was saying, I prefer waking up at 6 o'clock a lot better, because like even on my workout, like I just felt a lot better. Like I didn't feel tired waking up at 6 a.m. or I didn't feel tired. I didn't feel proportionately tired by waking up at 6 a.m. compared to waking up at 8 a.m. Like I didn't feel that 2 hours, it didn't feel like I had been deprived of 2 hours worth of sleep. And I think that reflected itself in my workout, because it could just be because today's an easier workout, it's not legs and it's arms, but I have been complaining about like my workouts really tiring and things like that. But I was doing my workout and I had so much energy, I was excited to go and do it. So, you know, I think my body's a lot happier with me waking up at 6 as opposed to like 8 o'clock. And then like it's really early, right? So like gym is like to 9:30, like 8:30 to 9:30, because all that messing around with the email took like half an hour. Otherwise it would have been 8. I then went into Grand Cafe and I got a coffee. But I enjoyed sitting outside so much like in the morning, and since it was only like 9 o'clock and it's still kind of like cool and not too hot, I went back outside with my coffee and I worked on my project as usual, but I worked on it outside and I had my coffee. Great. And like I felt great as well, like just today in general, like waking up at 6, it didn't feel like I was sleep deprived. Like it was so much easier waking up. I said about the workout as well. I also say sometimes like I feel hungry. Like in the last video I said I'm hungry and like I'm eager to get lunch. Like I don't feel hungry now, if that makes sense. Like I feel a lot more energized. So I think this waking up at 6 a.m. is, you know, I was more confident as well. Like I was talking to people, like there was someone on the bench near me and like I said hello or whatever. And then I went on a walk just around campus. There's like so many people, because that's another thing. I saw a lot of familiar faces today from my course, because there's a resits happening now. Everyone comes to me to ask me like, oh, are you doing a resit? No, I just come here for gym. Yeah. I've said this like 100 times, but I'm gonna say it again. I need to start believing in myself, because like I see like some people around, and like obviously they're doing resits, and like good for them. Like I wish them the best. But the point I'm trying to make is sometimes I have like an academic inferiority complex. Like some people who I look around lectures and I feel like they're quite smart, and I feel like they know what they're doing, and like on the courseworks they'll get like, like 95%, or I imagine them to be people who get grades like that. Like they're doing resits and they come to me and they ask me if I do resits, and I said no. And please don't misunderstand me. People who know will know. I'm not saying this as a point to be arrogant, but I'm saying this as a point to like I think of them as better than me, but they're doing resits and I'm not. And I'm not saying that to put them down. I wish them all good luck, but it's just like me. I feel like I need to have more confidence in myself, because I worked really hard, and obviously I didn't have to do a resit, and I don't have that self-assurance and confidence, and I feel like I need to have that, especially going into third year. And like I said, it's not I mean for me to be arrogant. Like those who've been watching the channel know that like this is kind of like something I struggle with. So anyway, I walked around just enjoying the weather. It's still so cool and so nice, and there's like so many people, and I felt great. I feel great now. I don't feel hungry at all. So I'm gonna go home. I came here to record these videos, and I will go home after this. It's been a great day. I look forward to waking up in the morning a lot more. So take care.